So this video, I'm going to go over the problem set 6 that we did on the restaurant selector. So some of you had some difficulty with that. So again, I think I hinted in the program assignment, but it's a good idea to get a game plan for programs like this. Okay, so what I've done here, I'm just going to abbreviate what we've got: Joe's, Main Street, Corner Cafe, and Mama's, whatever. I'm going to put this there, and then I've just transferred the vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free information. Okay. And then you have to think about what options. We're going to translate these to true and false. Okay. So we're going to translate this into, go ahead and add a label here. So call this R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. Okay. So there are 3 choices that we make. Each of those choices has 2 possibilities. Okay. So that's two here times 2 here times 2 there. So there'll be 8 choices. So to figure out the 8 choices, okay, on these categories, then we want to make sure we're not forgetting any. I think some of you, because the problem didn't have that particular combination, you didn't put anything there, and you still have to put something there. Okay, so the way we do this with 3 variables, okay, we're going to do true, 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 false, 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 false. We know there are going to be 8 of them. Okay, this we're going to do true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. And then the last category, we're going to do true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. And this gives us all our possibilities. Okay. So then we can figure out if we're at yes, 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 then R3 is a possibility, as is R5. Okay. What if it is yes, yes, no? Okay. So we need yeses in the first 2, and we don't care about what's in the third. Okay. So the yes, yes, no. Okay, so there's no direct restaurant that does yes, yes, no. Okay. So we're saying it has to be vegetarian and vegan, but not gluten. Okay. Well, we have some where the yes, yes is there. That's what we care about. So the only 2 with yes, yes are those same R3 and R5. Okay. Just because it offers gluten doesn't mean we have to rely if we don't. Okay. Then we have true, false, true. So we need a yes on either end. A yes on either end, we get R2. It should be an R, not an F. Yes on either end, we get an R3. A yes on either end, we get R5. Okay, and I'll do one more here. True, false, false. We just need a yes in the first column. So R2 works for that. R3, R4, and R5. Okay. And the rest we can figure out so much. Okay. But I don't want to make this video too long. So we'll go ahead and deal with some of these options. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share. Let's see. Problem set 6. Okay. So on the problem set 6, we're just trying to, I'm just going to show you some of the basics here on how this could work. Okay. So again, you would put a code block, comment block. I'm not going to, for brevity. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to start off by setting some variables just to make it easier on myself. So R1 is equal to Joe's. And because it's like that, I have to make it double quotes or it doesn't work. I have an R2 going to be equal to Main Street. And you certainly don't have to do it this way. Bay 4 is equal to, we'll abbreviate to Mama, and R5 going to abbreviate to Chef. Okay, so put a comment there that we're going to set up Okay. Then you have to go through, and you probably want to print something here. You want to say welcome. Selector. Like that, and you probably want, we're going to ask some questions or whatever. So let's get into asking the questions. And I've checked it out, and it doesn't work according to the way it's supposed to. So doing a bool, we would like to be able to do this. We'd like to be able to say that let's just do V for vegetarian. V is equal to, I want to be able to do a bool input, something like that. Vegetarians in group, and have it be a true or false, but that doesn't work. That always turns true, and it should. Okay, so instead we can just do it a normal way. Okay, where we're going to ask for this here. Okay, vegetarians in group input is going to input it as a string. Good. Maybe that all. That's what's do something that's funny. That's what's funny. Okay, so we're going to input vegetarians in a group. We'll assume for now it's a yes or no. So I can just say if V is equal to yes. Okay. Well, you can't do what you want. You can say or V is equal to yes. You don't have to do it that way, but you can. Okay. Then we're going to set, let's just call our Boolean a V flag equals true, else V flag is equal to false. Okay. And then I can more or less copy and paste this code. Two more times. Okay, I messed up my spacing. Okay, so we're gonna call this VEG, 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 with our VEG flag, okay, and VEG there. Okay, so we're gonna have lots of G's. So G, oh, that has to say vegans. Vegans in group, okay. Just gluten free. Group. It's the G, 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 G. Okay. So, and we can test this by printing out the flag to make sure things are working, comma, veg flag, not that G flag. Okay. So we run this, see if it works. Takes it a second to start up. Doesn't like something. Invalid syntax. Why is that invalid syntax? If V equals yes. Oh, it's invalid. This is still, I've messed up something here. Oh, that's what I've done. Vegetarian group. That stops there. That stops there. That's what I want. That's the issue. Okay. Thought that looked funny at the time. Okay. Still doesn't like something on that one. On line 19. Okay. So what's wrong with line 19? Oh, because I had the same, when I cut and paste, I had the same issue for all of those. So I'm also going to have that issue here. Interestingly enough, and you see this a lot with error messages, it causes a problem on the next line rather than the line that you're on, which is strange. Okay. Hopefully that's got it fixed. Yes. Okay. So let's say we do a yes, we do a no, we do a yes. So I should expect to see a true, false, true. And it's true, false, true. Okay. So you can do some more testing if you want, but I'm going to assume that that's okay unless it shows otherwise. Okay. So now you have to evaluate the 8 cases. Okay. So I've got, you can't see it, but it's still on my screen, my spreadsheet that I've made. So I can see I have a cheat sheet in essence. Okay. So I know the first one, if it's true, true, true. Okay. So I have some options here. I can say if V flag, I can say equals true if that makes you happier, but that's redundant. V flag is true. It doesn't have to say equal true. So I could say if V flag and veg flag and G flag, all those things, then I can print R3, comma, R5. Okay. We'll see if that works. So in this case, I want to say yes, yes, yes. And I get the corner cafe and the chef, which is correct. Okay. And again, you're going to want a cleaner version of all that. Okay. So I can now do an elif here and just go down the list here. I can say elif. Okay. And some of you, I think, are, and I didn't count off for this, but I think you're getting cases that are more restricted than they need to be. So if the next one is you have a vegan and a vegetarian, okay, so that's all we care about is those two being true. So it's not just true, true, false. It's true, true, false, and true, true, true. Okay, because we don't care. Okay, so that's all I'm going to test for. I'm just testing for the true. So else if V flag and veg flag. Okay. And again, in my list, that's the true, true, false. Okay. And print, same as before. In this case, R3, R5. And I'd want to make that look nicer. Okay. And then we go to the next one, just so the ones that I've done. So I do another elif. And this one is true, false, true. I just care about the trues. Okay. So I'm just going to say if V flag and G flag. Okay, that's all I care about. I'm going to print R2, R3, and R5. Okay. And then the last one in my example, there are 4 more. I'm going to do them all though. If this is true, false, false. So all I care about that is V flag. So any restaurant that has a V flag being true, okay, should be good to go. Okay. And I'm going to print, and this will be ugly for sure. R2, R3, R4, and R5. Okay. So run this now, test some more of these. Let's test that last one. I'm going to say, yes, that didn't do it. That's not going to work. See, that's the problem with not being clear. So let me stop that. Yeah. Yes, no, no. Okay, should print all of them. Main Street, Corner Cafe, Mama, Cafe, yeah, Corner Cafe, Mama, and Chef, all those, except Joe's. Okay, so that's the basic idea. And again, I would have to do 4 more cases here. Okay, so I think it's important that we understand how this program works, okay, in order to be able to do the problems coming forward correctly. Okay, so if you lost points on this one, not the end of the world. We'll just make the next one better. Okay, and for whatever reason, I graded problem set 6 and not 5, so I still have 5 to grade. So I'll grade that next. Okay. So if you have questions, as always, make sure you let me know.